Well, that defending, eh? Artel said he'd only just started working on defensive work as of this week, and boy, did it seem to tell. As the Mariners, it was the Mariners' derby, really, wasn't it? As the Mariners went down 4-3 to the Mariners in the Northeast and South Shields. I don't know what to say apart from wow. Wow, I have to laugh at that. It's one of the most frustrating things about David Artel is how open he is with his play. And I just want to sort of start this off by going, I'm not going to lose my rag over losing the game today. Because like I said, it's pre-season. And I've got my own opinions on what I think is going on here. And we can't defend, can we? Simple as that. I mean, we lost in a very poor game for us last week against York, 2-1, and we've gone to South Shields, 3-hour drive away for a lot of people. If you did go, well done. It seemed like it was a lively game and a bubbly game and attack after attack type thing. But Grimsby came out on the wrong side of the result. Our read basically, the Mariners were handed a pre-season defeat at South Shields in a game which saw 7 goals scored at the First Cloud Stadium. The Mariners travelled to Tyneside for the penultimate pre-season fixture away from home. The Mariners Cup was up for grabs, and of course we did lose it after the South Shields captain Robin Briggs had made 400 appearances for South Shields, so well done to him. Congratulations to him. And looked like it was a good workout for the boys. And Charles Burnham made his first start from pre-season. And Danny Rose did come back into the side during the game. And also started Charles started alongside Cameron Gardner up front, which was good to see young Cam start, really. And the team was this: Eastwood, Warren, Hume, Rogers, McJanet, Green, Gardner, Spanthorson, Burnham, Ainley and Corey. And the subs that we used was Cass, Carson, George, Cribb, and of course the return of Mr. Danny Rose, which was great to see, really. The fact that Danny was able to get about 15-16 minutes on the pitch, obviously beforehand. And but what it says here, I'll have to read the report. The hosts had the first chance of the game just before the 10-minute mark when the ball fell to their number 9 in the middle of the box. The effort was heading towards goal, but Cameron McJanet was there to get a toe in and send the ball out for a corner. Terrell Warren was called into action not long after as he slid to clear the ball away to deny South Shields a chance to try and find the back of the net. Jake Eastwood had a busy spell during the first half, halfway point in the first half in net, first coming to the edge of his box before making a save from close range to deny the effort from the hosts. it did seem as what it was reading. It did seem as though South Shields had a lot of the early chances. It looked like we started slowly, which is always like a criticism of Grimsby anyway, is that we started slowly. And Jake had to be at his best to save a few of the shots, although, unfortunately, the host took the lead before the half-hour mark after being on top for large periods of the half, firing a header past Eastwood in goal. Again, I don't know, seems like it was a defensive lapse. It seems like it was a good header. I'm sure the highlights will be up later, which I'm sure us as Grimsby fans will dissect. The Mariners knocked on the door and found an equaliser 5 minutes later through Charles Burnham. The ball was crossed in from the right hand side, and the winger was able to tap it home to level the score. That was a good confidence boosting goal, obviously, for Chaz. If you're wondering where I'm getting this report from, it is from Grimsby's official website. So if you don't want to hear me waffle about it, then do go and read. It is on Grimsby Town's official website now. And it was good to see Callum Ainley and Cam Gardner were denied by the South Shields keeper, as the shot stopper denied both close range efforts with his feet as the Mariners searched for another goal. We did have a period after we equalised where the second half where it was going to be all it was all us early on, and it was unlucky. The hosts took the lead again not long before the half-time whistle was blown. The top scorer from last season, Paul Blackett, was set up to fire home their second. So South Shields went in 2-1 in front. Again, it looked like it must have been a good finish for their top scorer last year. Defensive failures again by the sounds of it. But he said it didn't take long before the Mariners equalised in the second half of the game. This time it was Callum Ainley, who I've picked out as one of the players of the season if we can keep him fit this year. I think Callum could be a big factor of that. Did incredibly well to work with the ball out of nothing and find space in the box to slot it into the bottom left-hand corner. The host took the lead again for a third time, not long after we found our second. Sam Hodgson was in the right position to tap home across from Blackett. All I can say is we're 2 weeks out from the start of the season. We've got 2 games this coming week, and we can't defend again. And Blackett set up that goal. Town made a couple of changes after 60 minutes, bringing on George McEachran and Harvey Cribb, Fairvan Corey and Charles Vernon. Obviously trying to keep Charles fit and giving him almost an hour, which is good to see. Town equalised for the third time through Lewis Cass, who headed home from an in-swinging corner from Matty Carson to bring us level again with just over 10 minutes left to play. I am going to give Matty Carson a lot of praise, actually. I think his delivery from set pieces could be very, very important this year. And he's always delivering some good balls in the box, and we're able to exploit that as Lewis Cass brought us level for a third time. The host took the lead again, though, through Hodgson, who got his second of the game, and the Mariners fell to defeat at the First Cloud Stadium. Now, obviously, if you want to read that without me waffling through it, like I said, you can find that on Grimsby Town's website now. But a quick overview for me or outlay for me is this. Yikes. And I say yikes. Yikes defensively. It's not the fact that we've lost again. Because, like I said, it's pre-season. It can happen. It's obvious that we need strength in the midfield, especially with the loss of Curtis Thompson as of yesterday. We need more strength in that area. I think it's even more apparent because I've got a feeling we must have been overrun by the midfield. And I think, I do think we've got good attacking players. I was surprised when Artel said yesterday they haven't took on Tolo Ladapo. That did surprise me a little bit. Mainly because of Chaz's injury proneness was why I was more surprised. He's saying that we're close to a couple. I think we need more than a couple. But he says we're close to a couple. Obviously in the attacking areas. I think we're looking at least 4. I know people said 3. I think we need 4. I think we need 6 minimum. But a loss there that, again, the loss doesn't bother me in regards to the fact we've lost. We can't be as weak as we were defensively last year. Because if we are, we're going to be in another struggle again. And obviously, Town are back in action on Tuesday night. I'll be there Tuesday night, so I'll do a preview before the game on Tuesday against Rotherham. And then Grimsby are in action twice. I think it's 3 times in a week, really. And it's defensively, Town have got to get it together. He has to work. Why he's left it to 2 weeks before the start of the season, I will never know with Artel. I will never know. But he's just starting to work on defensive shape and things like that as of this past week. You guys can give me your opinion on that. Do you think that's good, bad, or indifferent? I've got my opinions, and like I said, I don't agree with that. That's my opinion. Why we didn't work on that from the very beginning, I don't know. And obviously we need a couple of players in before Fleetwood. That's we don't need the whole squad together by Fleetwood, but we need a couple of additions by the time we play on the 10th, without a shadow of a doubt. Like I said, I wasn't there, but anybody that was there, please do let me know what you guys thought of it. Reading through social media, it just looked like when they got on top, they were able to score. And to concede 4 goals against a National League North team. Now, South Shield's not a bad side at all at that level. I mean, when Kevin Phillips was with them, he won the league below with them. So, and they're a solid National League North side. But I think to concede 4 against them, you have to work on your defending because you cannot defend like that against anybody. But hopefully Artel learns from this, and like I say, it's not about having a meltdown, which I can see on social media some of the fans are doing. We just have to let pre-season play out. There's 3 games left in pre-season. If we were to pick up 1 win out of the last 3, we could possibly at least end level in regards to wins and losses. So, who knows? But it's 3-2 at the minute in Town's favour. Won 3 games, lost 2 games. So, Rotherham is the next fixture. Hopefully, Danny will be able to get some more minutes. I'm not expecting him to start against Rotherham, but he'll probably come back off the bench. I probably can see a similar team starting against Rotherham as what started today. But if you did go, or you've got an opinion on what you think and what's your biggest worry and what's your biggest positive. For me, my biggest positives at the minute are Callum Ainley and Lewis Cass. Obviously, you have to give him, a lot of praise for it, and the positive as well was Charles Vernon getting the goal. So there's positives there, but obviously people are just going to see the 4 goals conceded, and I can understand, because I think it is a major concern. And one of the positive I will just mention once again is Matty Carson and his deliveries from set pieces. There's positives there, but obviously fans are just going to look at the 4 goals conceded, and I don't blame them, because that is a concern. 4 goals conceded against the National League North side, and still a lot of work to do, and only 2 weeks to go before the start of the season. So hopefully we can get a little bit of business done and go from there. But if you were at the game today, or you just want to leave an opinion on what you think your worries, concerns, positives, all that good stuff, do leave them for me, and we'll have a good discussion on social media. Or if you see me at the Rotherham game on Tuesday, do come find me and say hello, and we'll have a little bit of a good discussion ourselves about what we're seeing. In the meantime, guys, hit that like button, hit the share button, hit that bell button. That'll let you know when my preview for Rotherham becomes live. And in the meantime, guys, I will see you in the next one. Up the Mariners, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. And one more time, if you want to read that report on the game rather than me waffling about it, do go to Grimsby Town's official website. It's on there. Go and give that a look. In the meantime, guys, I'll see you soon. And I'll see you for a preview for Rotherham. I'll see you soon. Ta-da. Bye-bye. Up the Mariners. And again, we've got to learn to defend. See you soon. Bye-bye.